Hi there, I'm Lucy from Japan. Today I'm going to talk about marriage of Kei Mako and Japanese ex-Princess Mako. It has passed a year since their marriage, and I still feel weird when I look at some of the overseas articles about their marriage, saying that the marriage is kind of pure romance of Japanese princess and promising young man raised by a single parent. And some media says it's a like Japanese version of Romeo and Juliet. Especially, I felt very weird about recent Daily Mail article that could be read as many Japanese are criticizing their marriage because of jealousy. Since many Japanese are jealous of Japanese who study or work abroad. I'll put the URL of the article in the description below so you can read it. But in my opinion, their marriage is never like that. Many Japanese feeling is not a jealousy but rather unfairness. It is a sense of unfairness that a former member of the royal family can receive a large amount of taxpayer money and special treatment even after she became a commoner, and a sense of anger that any selfish wish come true as long as she was born as imperial family member. So public opinion in Japan is completely different from that of overseas about their marriage. The reason why I think is because the restriction of press. Although Japan has a press freedom, but the freedom does not apply to the news related to the imperial family. For a long time, to criticize the imperial family is a taboo in Japan. And some imperial members had strong connection with press, then controlled the public opinion, putting pressures on them. And press restriction is getting stronger and stronger. And when I watch a TV news, which admires the family of Prince Akishino, Kei and Mako, I feel like, am I living in North Korea? Even news site where you can leave comments. If you write even a slightest criticism of them, then the comment will be deleted. So the people like me who speak out the truth receive a comment from subscribers saying, "Be careful." And it means my life might be in danger. Or I might receive various kinds of harassments. But thanks to social network site, now we can know a lot of truth about imperial family in these days. In today's video, I would like to everyone know the truth why so many Japanese feels unfair to this marriage. At first, opposition had started from the point that the character of Kei Mako and his mother were not acceptable for Princess' husband. But the detailed story of Kei Mako and his mother will be very long, so I will leave that for another time, and today I focus on these items. Huge taxpayer money spent for Kei Mako and Mako. Special support team in Consulate General in New York. Tax money gift from former Empress Michiko. And visa issue. First item, huge taxpayer money spent for Kei Mako and Mako. A large amount of taxpayer money is used in their living in New York. The annual cost of security for Mako is 800 million yen. It is almost 5.5 million in US dollars. Because she is a former member of the imperial family and therefore required security, which is reportedly funded by the diplomatic secret funds, all of which come from government taxes. It is also reported that the apartment in which they live is provided by the Japanese Ministry of Foreign Affairs and that the Komuro couple does not pay a rent. For your information, the apartment is owned by Mitsui Fudosan, a Japanese real estate company, and the building in which Kei Mako works is also Mitsui Fudosan property. This is a strange coincidence. Next item, special support team in Consulate General in New York. It is said that there is a special team at the Consulate General in New York to support the couple, and it is said that the Consulate General supports everything about their life in New York. Also, the current New York Consul General is Mr. Mikio Mori. Mr. Mikio Mori is a Japanese diplomat who has been stationed in Africa since 2013 and has attended several of Prince Akishino's visits to Africa. It is unusual that Mikio Mori, who had lived in Africa for a long time, became a Consul General in New York. It is said that Prince Akishino chose Mikio Mori, who he knew well, to take care of Mako and her husband. Incidentally, Mikio Mori had an interview with Prince Akishino prior to his assignment to New York. This meeting was also unusual. To live in New York is what Komuro couple wanted, and as a commoner, they have the right to choose the place to live, and they should live on their own savings and income. However, Mr. and Mrs. Komuro have been treated generously in terms of security and lifestyle, and many people feel that it is unfair to the couple. Many people complain about a large amount of taxpayer money is being spent on this couple behind their backs, and we want the taxpayers' money to be rightly used to support poor Japanese and the people of Japan. Spending a large amount of taxpayer money to this couple is unfair and a waste of tax. There is some media compare the Kei and Mako to the Japanese version of Harry and Meghan of United Kingdom. But Harry and Meghan are at least independent, using their own money to pay for their own living expense, including security, and this is the main difference between them and the Japanese version of Harry and Meghan. Next item, tax money gift from former Empress Michiko. In addition to the above, people were dissatisfied that the retired former Empress Michiko had started giving Mako 10 million yen, which is almost $6,800 every year as a gift. All property of the imperial family is state property, and each imperial family has their budget for living expense given by the government. And the living expense budget of retired emperor and empress and current Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako are shared with these two houses. And even in this situation, as Michiko spent much money to Mako and her own clothing and luxurious life, the living expense budget for Emperor and Empress are squeezed. It is said that 2/3 of whole budget was spent by retired couple, and only 1/3 is left for current Emperor and Empress. It will be tough to cover living expense for current Emperor and Empress. I feel it is also unreasonable that retired Emperor takes twice as much money than current Emperor. So if Michiko had such extra money to give it to Mako, she should give it to Emperor or refund to state property. The last item is visa issue. They seem to have special visas. The visa issue has been questioned so many times. Generally, the type of visa they are allowed to have should expire after a certain period of time, but their visa never seemed to expire at all. The most interesting is Mako's visa. She was diagnosed with complex PTSD by her doctor prior to her marriage. If she had complex PTSD, she could not get visa to come to US. It seems imperial power was used that she could get a visa to come to the United States even though she had complex PTSD. Furthermore, if a member of the imperial family had complex PTSD, there should have been an investigation into what was going on in the imperial family, but no such investigation was ever conducted. And some psychiatric doctor who saw the news of Mako's complex PTSD said she did not look like she had complex PTSD. Since she easily obtained a visa to come to the United States, and she looked so fine in the United States, and now it was reported that she got a job in the Metropolitan Museum. Some people say that the diagnosis of complex PTSD may be some sort of mistake, or she has no complex PTSD from the beginning. These are the things we feel unfair compared with other Japanese who have to struggle to qualify themselves for study abroad, work abroad, or solve visa and other living issues on their own. In my opinion, most Japanese are not jealous of Komoro couple, but feel they are unfair. And I believe that many Japanese want to forget about this selfish couple and want them to live as they wish, as long as they do not spend any more Japanese taxpayers' money or government support. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like the video. And if you want to see more truths of Japanese imperial family, please subscribe to my channel. Bye bye. Have a nice day.